Mitsuhide Akechi was a man shrouded in mystery. It is said that he hailed from various different Akechi settlements, either the Akechi Castle of Yamagata or the Akechi Castle of Akechi City. None of this can be confirmed. It is also believed that he was a vassal of the Saito clan and a long childhood friend of Lady No. During the Saito Civil War, he sided with Dosen Saito against his father, Yoshitatsu. As a result, Mitsuhide's castle was attacked and his family was scattered, forcing him to serve another clan, either the Asakura, the Ashikaga, the Imagawa, or the Mori. When Yoshiaki Ashikaga was attacked by the Takeda, he fled to Mitsuhide, who would agree to guide him to a daimyo that would protect him, Oda Nobunaga. Once in Nobunaga's care, Mitsuhide pledged allegiance to the Oda, and eventually became one of Nobunaga's most trusted officers. He was one of the few soldiers to escape the disaster at Kanagasaki and participate in the massacre of the temple on Mount Hiei. This earned him high praise and rank alongside the other prominent lords. During the Matsunaga's betrayal, Mitsuhide was put on the front lines to siege Shigesen Castle. However, the siege was cut short after Hisahide committed suicide. Hideyoshi requested reinforcements to conquer the Mori in Jikoku, and Mitsuhide was sent to aid him. During the charge, Mitsuhide stopped his army, he marched to the rear and shouted,
"The enemy is at Honnoji!"
The Akechi forces descended on Kyoto and surrounded Nobunaga's position and set fire to the temple. Mitsuhide then tracked down Nobunaga's son, Nobutada, and killed him at Nijo Castle. With the Oda fully conquered, he was then able to fortify his defenses against the oncoming Hashiba army. To this day, it is unknown why exactly Mitsuhide rebelled against Nobunaga. Ambition to take the land for himself? Jealousy? A pent-up grudge? Coerced by Motochika? A mutual agreement with Ieyasu? A way-out scheme? Who's to say? Samurai Warriors opts to take the high road and says that it was a combination of all of the above, since he is shown to have an assortment of reasons to betray his lord. Usually the turning point for Mitsuhide is the attack on the Saika and Mount Hiei, where Mitsuhide realizes Nobunaga's ambition asks for the blood of the innocent, and the general disrespect and dishonor Nobunaga constantly shows him pushed him over the edge. The origins of Mitsuhide is shrouded in shadow, and there are generally two camps that come to surface when discussing his character. One says that he was believed to be a fair and benevolent ruler, loved and trusted by the people he governed. He was a noble man of compassion who treated his vassals and countrymen dearly. This led to his soldiers and generals being loyal to him and his decisions. The opposing and most romanticized camp claims that he was a bitter scoundrel who planned to obtain power. At one point in his life, he was said to have offered his services to the Mori clan, but Motonari refused him. From this description, the designers of the game made him the lone wolf samurai to fit the nature of his unexpected betrayal. His Western stylized armor in the first game was to help imply his ties with Nobunaga, since Nobunaga liked Western things. They strove to make him appear as a manly yet sad character. His unique sword-wielding fighting style was made to be one of his defining traits. His traditional katana weapon was made to contrast Nobunaga's Western-stylized weapon. These ideas carried over into the redesign in the second game. For the third title, Mitsuhide was altered to reflect the Akechi coat of arms. He was conceptualized to be a Japanese hero emerging from the darkness. His fighting style utilizes quick-draw techniques, such as Bato Jutsu. The Chikakage is Mitsuhide's favorite weapon to carry into battle. It was a katana with an unknown origin, just as mysterious as Mitsuhide. The Juzumaru is one of the 5 great swords of Japan and former weapon of the famous monk Nichiren. The Futsumitama is the weapon of the god Takemikazuchi, which purges warriors of evil energies. The Rasatsu is a sacred sword said to be made from the legendary fangs of a mythical golden wolf, and named after the Buddhist deity Rak. Like Nobunaga, there is a prevalent feather motif associated with his character. However, this is less likely to do with his ties with the Demon King, and is more of a reference to a story where Mitsuhide shot down a flying hawk. When he uses his Muso attack, or anytime he uses his sword at all, feathers fall from the sky, as though he had just killed a bird. So it's not angelic symbolism as many would think, to contrast with Nobunaga's demonic symbolism, although it can be read that way. His skills with the rifle is what got warlords to pay attention to him, so it would be natural for them to seek him out. Nobunaga gave him the nickname Baldy, and given the character design, I find that fact very funny. With Kyoto suppressed, Mitsuhide sent out an open plea for other lords to join him. However, he failed to gain more supporters and was confronted by Hideyoshi at Yamazaki. The Akechi forces were outnumbered and eventually overrun. Mitsuhide was able to escape, but he would be faced with mobs of bounty hunters. His body would be found and brought to the Hashiba camp, and he was proclaimed dead. However, the body was hard to properly identify, allowing people to speculate to this day whether or not Mitsuhide survived and lived out his days under a different persona. However, those are all merely theories.